Hey guys, it's Steve here again, and welcome to McAllen, Texas. So this is where I'm at this week, or at least for a few days, for a conference. And so I want to circle back to Western North Carolina, to Hurricane Helene, the post-Hurricane Helene aftermath. And I want to share today about three things that I think we can do that can serve them, that can help them, that any one of us can do. Now, granted, maybe you can do all three. Maybe you could just do one or two. I don't know. You just have to look at your situation, look at what you're able to do. And funny thing is, I actually posted a video last night. I took it down already, but it was kind of the same concept. But I came across some more information this morning, and since I really hadn't let anyone know that I posted the video, I decided to redo it. So, anyways, so last week when I was in Western North Carolina, you saw the video. If you saw the video I posted last week, you saw like, if you look at Western North Carolina, like this big circle, I was like that little dot there, and that's all I saw. And there was far worse places than even I went to, and yet where I went was horrific. Okay, the video I showed last week showed more of a rural area. I'm actually posting things on there right now that you can see a little bit more of a community I went to, like a subdivision of sorts. I don't know what type of houses they were or homes they were, but it was, you can see from the video, it was pretty much leveled. And there's just piles of wood and trees and debris and even steel beams that have been twisted like bows. So, how do you and I help someone, or how do we serve them? How do we help them recover fully, or get to the place where they can get back to their normal life? Because I promise you, that's what they want. They want to get back to shopping and living and going to school and going to work and going to church and football games and kids sports and all these things that would be normal life for them. They want to get back to that as soon as possible. So how can you and I help them, come alongside them, serve them in a way that's actually beneficial? Okay, there's three ways. The first two I'm going to get through to really quick because I think they're the obvious ones. Okay, first one is give. Okay, people need, whether you give to the people or whether you give to organizations, Red Cross, Samaritan's Purse, Southern Baptist Disaster Relief, there's other localized nonprofits that are involved in the relief effort as well, and they're legitimate. Okay, so it's just a matter of doing your research, finding the ones that you're comfortable with, finding the ones that you resonate with, and just giving money and trusting that they're going to know what to do with it. Okay, sometimes we need to buy things away from the area that's been devastated and bring things in because there's nothing there. Okay, shops are closed, stores are closed. In fact, one area I went to, the supermarket was closed, the gas stations were closed. In fact, this one area, the only thing that was open was a McDonald's, and it was an extremely limited menu. Outside of that, everything else was locked up. Okay, so give money. Find an organization that you trust and let them buy. Because when we let them buy local, if they have the means to buy local, it helps the economy. Okay, so you're kind of hitting two birds with one stone. You're giving them what they need, and you're helping the local economy, because helping the local economy is important in the process of full recovery. Number two, the second way you can help, physically get involved. Okay, now I've been focusing on Western North Carolina in the sense of my last couple of videos and this one, but Western North Carolina was not the only place that was devastated. Eastern Tennessee, the upstate of South Carolina, and then there's Georgia, and then there's Florida. When parts of Florida were actually hit twice, once by Helene, once and another by Milton. So there are places where we can get involved. We don't have to go to the worst hit area of Western North Carolina to serve. Okay, there's likely in your state, if you're from those states, places where you can help people. And let's say you can't do it, that's fine. Maybe you can't do the manual labor. If you know someone or know an area of your city that people are still trying to get themselves out of this situation, then just maybe take them food or coffee or tea, or sit down with them and just talk. In fact, when we were in Western North Carolina, with Samaritan's Purse. And one of the things they kept saying was, don't just be about the manual labor. Yes, the manual labor part is important, but so is just sitting with the residents and talking with them, letting them vent or share their thoughts or share their experiences. Just sit with them, pray with them, hear them out. Don't just be about the work, be about serving and loving the neighbor as well. Now, the third one. This is the one I really want to talk about because I think this is the one that is starting to get some traction out there that I see, but I don't see that it's getting as much traction as just giving and going right now, because those first two are extremely important in these early days because it's been less than 4 weeks. So there's still a lot of work to do with disaster relief, recovery, tearing out damaged homes, the insides of damaged homes, filling dumpsters, breaking down trees. Okay, there's still a ton of work to do in that area. But this other area, which I noticed a few days ago, and in fact, I just saw a post online about it, go on vacation. Go on vacation to Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee. Now, there are places you can't go. Okay, I'm not saying just get in your car without doing your due diligence, without doing some research to figure out where you can go, how you're going to get there. But there are places, even in Western North Carolina, that are open for business. Okay, there are advertisements coming out from these local communities letting people know that they're open. In fact, right now in some of these parts, especially up in the mountains, this is prime time, prime season for tourists. In fact, one guy I was listening to being interviewed said 25% of their annual revenue is this month in October. Unfortunately, because of the hurricane, excuse me, a lot of those leaves were blown off the trees. And so they're not expecting a tremendous typical fall foliage on those trees this year. However, why not take a vacation, whether it be a weekend, a day trip? Consider taking a vacation, spending your money. This isn't manual labor relief work. This is go and have fun. Go to these beautiful places that are open and spend your money. Okay? Now there's a caveat. There's a part B to what I'm saying here. Okay? So stay with me. But go to the bed and breakfast, go to the hotels, go to the restaurants, go to these places where you have to pay fees to get into. Okay, go spend your money, because when you do that, you're supporting the local economies, and by supporting the local economies, you're helping them make money that in turn also helps bring about the full recovery that they desire. Now again, not every place is open, but there are places open in Western North Carolina. Biltmore Estates is opening next month. I just came across an advertisement for a mountain getaway place. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was talking about how they've set the date to open later this month, and they're asking visitors to come and vacation there, whether it's a weekend getaway or longer. Okay. Now, with that said, let's say you don't have time or you don't have money, but you've got some money to spend. A lot of these local shops, especially these locally owned shops, these mom and pop shops in Western North Carolina and other places that have been devastated, if their shops are open, some of them have websites, and like going on Amazon or Walmart or some other big box store, you can buy online. And so when you buy online and have them ship to your house, you are supporting their local economy. You are giving them what they want, normalcy, as well as the funds to recover. So give to the nonprofits, give to the relief effort, because that's still needed. Okay, don't think I'm saying otherwise, because it's not. I was up there less than a week ago. I've seen the devastation. Go, get involved if you can. If you can go 1,000 miles away, go 1,000 miles away and help. I've met people who did that. I met people from Connecticut, Texas, Indiana, Ohio, from all over the Southeast, coming in, converging onto Asheville, North Carolina, and there's many other places people are going. But I saw it. So there are people doing that, and there are people who have the capacity to do it for a few days, a week, or longer. So get involved. And if you can't do that, just look locally and see if there's opportunities. Contact your nonprofits, contact churches, see what's available, because it is possible in any of those states that I mentioned. There are still options for people to get involved. And then finally, spend your money for fun. Buy gifts from local shops in those devastated areas. Have them ship it to your house if you're not willing to go or don't have time to go or can't go or something. Buy from them. Support their economies. If you want to go to those places. Spend your money. Enjoy yourself. Yes, enjoy yourself in a region that's been devastated by a hurricane. Because when you do that, and they want you to do that, again, you're helping the local economy. You're helping them recover. Think about that. And as I'm here in McAllen, who knows what might come up out of this visit this week. I'm actually heading out soon to just check some things out that are unrelated to why I'm here. Anyways, if it's good, if it's interesting, I'll bring it to you. Until then, I'll see you next time.